Hey guys, how you doing? So I've been seeing my previous video unboxing of the ergonomic cooling stand here. As you can see, this is the stand, this is the fan actually rolling, as you can see. Now, I want you to look at something here because I'm going to compare the I'm just going to zoom it a little bit. So I want to show you the temperature. So the temperature here, as you can see, on the top we have the CPU, just to make it sure that this is true. So we have the CPU on the top, we have the GPU temperature, and as you can see, it's set at 40 degrees Celsius for the CPU, and the GPU gets around 38, 36, 37, around that Celsius. So this is basically idle. As you can see, I didn't fire anything, just rolling in the background. So I'm gonna do here, I have the PlayStation 3. I'm gonna shoot the Demon Souls game, and this one is gonna take a lot of CPU and GPU stress. So let's go back to the dashboard and see she started to increase right now. 45, 48 degrees. Now keep in mind, this is with the cooling fan underneath it. This is the laptop cooling stand from Ergonomic. So 56 degrees, 53. This is the CPU. The GPU now is actually set on 45 degrees. It keeps a little bit increasing. So let's go back to the PlayStation 3 and see, this is the Demon Souls. Now it's actually loading, and it takes a lot of CPU temperature and a lot of stress. So I thought that this is a good way to actually measure the stress with the cooling fan and without the cooling fan. Now I'm gonna do the whole thing with the cooling fan. I'm gonna do another test later on, and without the cooling fan, and I'm gonna see how we're actually going to if we have any differences when it comes to the temperature. So now it's set around the 64 degrees, which is really good if you ask me. Okay, so the game started now. So Demon Souls, let me just try zoom out a little bit, not too wide. Okay, so you can see what we have here in the PlayStation 3. This is a very stressful application, and I want to see how much, or what's the maximum temperature we can reach while this is actually set. We have to wait a little bit. Let's go back to the dashboard. Let's see where we are. 70 degrees right now. 70, 69, 69, 68. No, it dropped. Oh, the game started. So let's start loading game and get a lot of shaders going on. A lot of shaders loading, and also a lot of graphical intense areas, especially in the Nexus. The Nexus is very, very tense. This is the Nexus, as you can see. Let's actually, because the clouds and the smoke, as you can see, is gonna stress the laptop. Comes to both GPU and CPU. Let's go back to the stress test. See where we are. 63 degrees, guys. 63.3. Right now it's playing in the background, as you can see here. The game up 63 degrees, 55. That's actually, let me show you what we have here on the right side as well. So here we have the CPU and the GPU stress. Let's just go back. Actually, I'm going to show you this is the clock speed, as you can see. Now everything is set on performance, so you're supposed to getting the best out of the powerful of the laptop. As you can see here, looks smoothly. This is like around 30 frames, 25 frames, 30 frames. Let's go back to the stress test. Keep in mind I have also the browser is open. So we have, let me just go back. Again, 64 degrees, 55 degrees, no throttling actually. This is the GPU clock, memory clock. So everything is working really nice and smooth. I don't feel any heat on the laptop at all actually, like I don't feel anything here. This fan really helped it. So let's now take a look without the fan. Okay, let's go. Alright everybody, let's zoom in and see what we have here. Now this is without the fans. The laptop is without the fans. Let me show you. So as you can see, I don't have the fans right now, and I kept it for around maybe half an hour. So you can see the temperature did increase. You can see the gradual increase over here. This is the temp. This is where it was actually cool, and then around the 63.3 we had this temperature before, and now after remove the fans and just play the game, you can see the increase, the gradual increase, 71.3, 71. So that's the increase as you can see. So we're talking about 6 degrees drop, which is, yeah, you know, that's actually really good. The GPU didn't get hurt so much. It was around 52, 53, 54, and then it jumps to 57, 59. So there is a couple of degrees jumping over here, but the CPU is where you can see the big difference here. You can see it hits the 71 point something. Before it was 65, 66 maximum. So as you can see, around 5 degrees, man. This is actually shows you that the fan does work on the laptop with such a great cooling solutions. Now the MacBook is actually does have a good cooling solution because, you know, let me show you the laptop from behind. Because of these vents, as you can see, these holes, as you can see, does help cooling a lot. And I don't see a lot of small laptop you know, apply this such design, because it's very, very critical to have such design in order to cool your laptop. Anyways guys, I wanted to show you how is the situation here. So it does help, guys. This fan costs around 100 riyals. You will find it in Excite to Saudi Arabia. I'm not sure where you're gonna find it other places, but I found it in Excite. There is a promotion. It was like around 200, no, it's 100 riyals. And if you're actually having a laptop that does heat, has problem with thermal throttling, you should just use this thing. It's gonna drop it for 5 degrees, maybe more than 5, probably 7 degrees, just like what I have here. And yeah, that's it guys. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. See you guys later.